IntellivisionDude here, and I have my new book in the mail finally. The top 100 fantasy movies is voted on by this guy. So it's his list. And this is the third book in a series. I already did a video for his top 100 horror movies and top 100 sci-fi movies. So now we're going to take a look at this one. And there's another book he's going to do too right after this one. And you'll see that when I get to the end of the book. An appreciation of lands beyond, and the movie wizards who bring them to us. Cool. Oh, let me get a drink real quick before I start. I'm not going into detail on any of these movies. Just going to show you what made the list. Number 100, Legend. I finally seen this for the first time within the last couple years. Yeah, I thought it was so-so. A lot of these I've never seen, a lot of these I've never heard of. What Dreams May Come, number 99. She, number 98. Both those I've never heard of before. Pirates of the Caribbean, 97. I guess I can see that. It's fantasy. Alice in Wonderland, the 1949 version. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. It does show a clip of the Tim Burton version, but I've never seen the 1949 version. I'm going to have to see this now. Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve, huh? I don't think I've seen that. Death Becomes Her. Have not seen it, but I've heard lots of it. I mean, I remember the commercial, the head on backwards, but I just never seen the movie. Night at the Museum. I still haven't seen this. I should see this eventually. I probably will like it. Hercules. I don't think I've seen this yet, but I think I downloaded it. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. Nope, haven't seen it, but I think I've heard of the name of the title before. Where the Wild Things Are. Have not seen it, but I know it's a newer movie. Angel on My Shoulder. Nope, haven't seen it. Ghost. Yuck. Hate that movie. That's a chick flick. I'll Never Forget You. Never heard of that one. The Fisher King. I have seen this. I recommend this. There's two movies that didn't make the list here, and I'll go over them later. The Next Voice You Hear. Nope, never heard of it. Miranda. Never heard of it. Labyrinth. I finally seen this for the first time this year. Halfway decent. I kind of liked it. Some things I liked, some things I didn't like. Time Bandits. This is one of my all-time favorites. So on my list, this would be a lot higher. This would be in the top 10, top 5 in my list. So I really recommend Time Bandits. The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm, 1962. Have not seen it, but it looks quite interesting. This looks like something I would want to see, so I might have to check it out. Cool pictures. Very cool. The Chronicles of Narnia, 2005. I've seen it. I don't remember it that well, but I've seen it. Enchanted. Have not seen it. Babes in Toyland, aka March of the Wooden Soldiers. I have seen this. It's a Christmas classic that you should watch every year. But it's fantasy, so. And it stars Laurel and Hardy, if you didn't know. A Guy Named Joe, never heard of it. This is an advertisement of the movie, I guess. Green Mile. I have not seen it. A lot of people will probably say, "Are you crazy?" But I haven't seen it. I know a lot of people talk about that one. Blythe Spirit? Never heard of it. Big Fish? I seen this a few years ago. Yeah, some things I like, some things I didn't like, so. Being John Malkovich. If I can pronounce his name right. Malkovich. Malkovich. I forget how it's pronounced. But this is a great, great movie. Really, really recommend it. It's out there. It's out there. Tom Thumb. Have not seen it, but it looks interesting. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Have not seen it. When I hear the name of this movie, I think of the movie Dead Poets Society, if that makes any sense. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I have seen this, but a long time ago. I haven't seen it since probably right around the time it came out, so. Cabin in the Sky, haven't seen it. One Touch of Venus, haven't seen it. The Jungle Book, 1942 version. I think I've seen this, but it was a long time ago. Long time ago. Topper. Nope, haven't seen it. Pleasantville. Haven't seen it, but I own it on VHS. I bought it within the last couple of years at a thrift store, so maybe I should pop this one in. Finally. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Did I say it right? Azkaban. I almost thought I said Azkaban. Azkaban. It's the only Harry Potter book that made the list. Harry Potter movie, I mean. I did look at this book already, so when I got it earlier. It's a great movie. I just got done watching the Harry Potter movies again. I like watching them during the holidays. Alias, Nick Beale. Never heard of it. Emily? Haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. I've seen that picture before. Ulysses? Haven't seen it. Cyclops Eye. Cool. Angels in the Outfield? Haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Canterville Ghost? Heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Haven't heard of it, haven't seen it. There's a lot of movies on here I've never even heard of. It Happened Tomorrow. Haven't heard of it. Death Takes a Holiday. Nope. Now this is one I know. The Seven Vases of Dr. Lao. I recommend this. One of my all-time favorites as well. I seen this when I was a kid, and I definitely had to buy this on DVD when it came out. Super recommend that one. On Boward Time. Can't even talk. Gabriel Over the White House. Never heard of him. Bell, Book, and Candle. Nope. Cool picture. Bridge to Terabithia. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. It's ranked higher than even Chronicles of Narnia, so maybe I gotta see this one. 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. Have never heard of that one, but it looks interesting. Almost like a Willy Wonka style to it. It kind of looks like. Hold on a second. I needed a drink. The Fabulous Baron Munchausen. I haven't seen it, but the movie I have seen is, the Terry Gilliam version of Baron Munchausen, which there's a picture of right here. So I'm going to have to see this one. If this made the list and the other one did not, I'm going to have to see this. This was one of the movies I was mentioning didn't make the list. Was the Terry Gilliam version. So I'm gonna have to see this. Mary Poppins. It's Mary Poppins. It's a classic. Seen it 100 times when I was a kid, and even own it now. Between Two Worlds? Don't know it. I Married a Witch? Don't know it. Sword and the Dragon? Nope. But it looks cool. The dragon looks cool. I'm gonna have to see this one. Mr. Peabody and the Mermaid. Haven't heard of it. But the picture here looks pretty hot. And the look on those guys' face says a lot. And where their hands are. The Man Who Could Work Miracles. Zelig. Zelig? What's Zelig? I'll have to check that out later. Berkeley Square. Huh. Pandora and the Flying Dutchman. Oh, here's one I know. The Never-Ending Story. I seen this in the theater when I was younger. And it's a movie that I still love today. Own it on DVD. Watch it every now and then. One of my favorites. Atreyu. The Three Worlds of Gulliver. I have not seen it, but this looks something that I would want to see. It's up my alley. That looks pretty cool there. Giant squirrels. Dreams. Nope, haven't seen it. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Can't argue with that. I just got done watching Fellowship of the Ring just the other day. I'm working on watching them again since I just seen The Hobbit. Mighty Joe Young. I think I've seen this, but it was a long time ago. Such a long time ago, I don't remember anything about it. So I guess I'm going to have to watch it again. Portrait of Jenny? No. Oh God. I think I've seen this, but it was a long time ago. I think I've seen the first two Oh God movies. But it was back then, so I don't remember them very well at all. Groundhog Day. I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen this. Very ashamed to say it. I've seen only a few minutes of it on TV, and that was it. Big. Here's a movie I know. I've seen this one a few times. This was a favorite of mine for a while. With Tom Hanks. It's pretty cool. Excalibur. I finally seen this for the first time within the last couple years. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Ooh. Going backwards, are we? This is what I'll be watching soon. Probably not today. Well, I'm not sure. Not sure if I'm up for a movie today. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is definitely a classic. One of my favorites of all time as well. Definitely something I watch often. Field of Dreams, classic. Love this one as well. Want it on DVD. Here Comes Mr. Jordan. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Babe. I may have seen this, but it's nothing that I'm going to see again. The Boy with Green Hair. Nope, haven't seen it. Edward Scissorhands. I've only seen this once, and I seen it a long time ago, and I'm not sure I really cared for it. I thought it was a little weird. I'm gonna have to see it again to see what I think of it today, since my point of view on movies usually are different today than they were before. Pan's Labyrinth. Finally saw this year. I got mixed opinions on this. I think it would have been better if it was more fantasy and less of the war stuff. I didn't really care for the war stuff. I liked the fantasy stuff, and there wasn't enough of that. Donkey Skin. Never heard of that, and it's got an interesting name. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Haven't seen it, but I kind of got the premise. Seen commercials of it. The Princess Bride. This is the #1 movie that I need to see. This is the movie that everybody tells me I need to see, and they're disappointed in me that I haven't seen it. It's that kind of movie, so I'm gonna have to see this. It should be at the top of my list. I hear nothing but great things about this movie. Jason and the Argonauts. I have seen this, and I need to see it again. Now I'm going to bring up the other movie that didn't make the list, Clash of the Titans. I love Clash of the Titans. One of my favorite movies of all time. It got panned by critics, but it has its fans, including myself. This is considered the better movie, though. Even though I like Clash of the Titans better. Oh well, you can't win them all. The Seventh Seal. Nope, haven't seen it. Miracle of Marcelino. Nope, don't know it. We're getting high up there. We're in the top 15. Harvey. I've heard of this, but I haven't seen it. It's Believing in Bunny Rabbits. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. Heard of it, but I haven't seen it. A Christmas Carol. I just watched this the other day. The one with Alistair Sim. It's a classic. AVGN called this his favorite Christmas classic movie. I like 3 different versions of this movie. I like this version. I like the... What year is it? 1984? 1982? It's whatever. It's the version with George Scott. Is that his name? George C. Scott? It has what I consider the best version of The Ghost of Christmas Present. And I just like the movie. And I like the 1970 version called Scrooge with Albert Finney. It's a musical, and I enjoy that quite a bit. So I watch all 3 of them every year. All 3 of them. All 3 different versions. Thief of Baghdad. Have not seen it. But it goes along with another movie that's going to be higher up on the list. So I think I'm going to have to see this. Giant Genie. Bigfoot. Very cool. Lost Horizon. Nope, don't know that one. Number 11. Number 10, Miracle on 34th Street. Another Christmas movie. Well, it's kind of fantasy based, but I don't know. Well, whatever. It's a great movie. Orpheus. Don't know that one. Number 8, Stairway to Heaven. No, I don't think I know that one either. Number 7, Juliet of the Spirits. Another one I do not know. We're up in the top 10 and it's movies I don't know. The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. This is the other movie. You know, The Thief of Baghdad. I think this kind of goes along with that. Voyage of Sinbad. Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. I finally seen this the other day, a few months ago. I liked it. I really liked it. The stop motion animation is awesome. The only thing I kind of up in the air about is Sinbad himself. He seems to be played by your typical Hollywood American. So I kind of didn't like that. I just thought he should be played by someone of a foreign actor, an Arabian. But besides that, it was a good movie. Can't go wrong with the monsters for this movie, though. Harryhausen's Monsters. It's a Wonderful Life, number 5. Another Christmas movie. But it's kind of fantasy-based. I didn't see this one this year, as well as The Miracle on 34th Street. I have them, but I didn't watch them this year. Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 4. Now this one I can't argue with. I own this on DVD. Of course. I didn't see this in the theater. I don't know why I didn't see it in the theater. Well, I was young at the time. The first one I saw in the theater was Temple of Doom. It was actually the only one I saw in the theater, except for the new one. So I didn't see Raiders, and I didn't see Last Crusade in the theater. Number 3, Beauty and the Beast. I've seen pictures of this, but I've never seen the movie. Very interesting. Gonna have to see this. Number 2, not a big surprise, Wizard of Oz. Some people probably would have picked this as their number 1. I still don't own this on DVD. I need to get this on DVD. I've been meaning to buy this for years and years and years, and I keep putting it off. There's like multiple versions of it now, and I still don't own it. I gotta get this. It's the childhood classic. So if this is number 2, what's number 1? And here comes number 1. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Movie I just watched the other day. Not a bad choice for number 1. Could be arguable by some people. But it is what it is. Can't go wrong with that. So, since that's it, what's the next book? We had these 2 books. The horror book first, then the sci-fi book, then the fantasy book. So what's next? The top 100 comic book movies. Now that could be very, very cool. Who knows what could be number 1? A Batman movie? A Superman movie? X-Men? I'm sure the Hulk probably wouldn't win. Spider-Man 2, I consider that a classic. Then we got the classic superhero movies. I don't know how broad. Well, I'm just talking about superhero movies. There's more than just superhero movies that are based on comic books. I can't remember any of the titles right offhand, but I know there was some regular movies based off comic books in recent times as well. So this could be very interesting, and I can't wait for this. That could possibly be next year, though. So I guess that's it. So that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching.